Hong Kong is tapping the Muslim market to diversify its stagnant economy. It's looking to provide more halal dining options to draw in travellers from the Middle East and Southeast Asia. With the policy address less than 2 weeks away, the community is urging the government to provide funding to help them expedite this shift. CNA's Jojo Chan with this report.
Hong Kong has long been hailed as a food paradise in Asia, but for Muslims, halal options are limited. Most of those that are certified offer Indian or Middle Eastern cuisine. Only a handful serve Cantonese dishes. The Incorporated Trustees of the Islamic Community Fund is the only authorized body in the city that grants food outlets halal certificate.
Assalamu alaikum. Today we have inspection.
Yes, please.
Yes.
Yeah. You can check.
I think your certificate is expiring.
Yeah, it's already expired.
Yes, so we need to have inspection so that we can issue the certificate for next year. Sure. Any other services at this counter? You have any liquor or wine or non-halal items?
We don't sell any alcohol here.
So only halal?
Only halal.
Okay, good.
To be halal accredited, food must be prepared separately from prohibited items like pork under Islamic rules.
There's some like a small takeaway, but not a big restaurant like this. We have many customers, those who do the birthday parties, wedding parties, so like 100 people, 120, especially those who are looking for halal food.
At least we want to have more than 10% of total restaurant. They should be halal certified, because Hong Kong is an attractive place for all over the world, and Hong Kong is surrounded many Muslim countries like Indonesia, Malaysia and Singapore.
They've a long way to go. Today, less than 1% of the 18,000 dining spots in Hong Kong are halal certified.
Yeah, we don't use any sausage, but the lamb and chicken we can easily find it.
This is the halal sign. It is imported from Australia.
Making the shift isn't easy, as restaurants like Tribes face limited produce choices. They often resort to importing the bulk of their halal meats from countries like China and Brazil, which can be pricey. About 1/5 of their customers are tourists. That number has gone up in recent months.
The Muslim from anywhere, when he or she is coming, the first thing that he or she will look halal restaurant or halal food. And now we are receiving many more applications, and especially a few months before, the government has taken the initiative to invite the people from Middle East and from other Muslim countries. Now many small restaurants and international cuisine and also 5-star, 4-star hotels, they are also approaching us for halal certification.
Since 2023, government officials have made multiple visits across Southeast Asia and the Middle East. It's part of the mainland's broader push to shore up diversified investment links amid strained ties with the US and Europe.
中東市場係另外一個具潛力嘅客源市場，旅發局咧係會繼續喺多方面嘅宣傳工作，例如舉行簡報會咧，向當地嘅業界咧介紹香港嶄新嘅旅遊產品，宣傳訪港旅遊優惠，以及同旅遊品牌合作推出旅遊套票，吸引中東旅客到訪。
Hong Kong is home to 300,000 Muslims, accounting for 4% of its population. Building a Muslim-friendly destination goes beyond food. The city must also factor in infrastructure.
We do see potentials, being a niche market which is untapped in Hong Kong. But currently, what we are seeing right now is the business travelers, and not so much on the leisure travelers. We can set up ad hoc prayer rooms for them and to cater to their special dietaries, provided they inform us in advance. So for instance, during fasting month, they can also let us know that they are currently fasting, so they can pre-order the food in advance for their sahur, which is the breakfast. Yeah. Then we have prayer essentials, including the prayer map and also the Al-Quran. also will be set up in a room in front.
The hotel is just next to Hong Kong Convention and Exhibition Centre, which plays host to various events throughout the year. Grand Hyatt has seen its Muslim clientele grow 20% since Hong Kong reopened its borders.
Another measure that we can put in place is investment in educations, bringing in the experts to at least facilitate the conversations. It can be cultural sensitivities.
One common lament by Muslim visitors is the city's lack of worship spaces at key locations.
I propose to the government to have the worship places at airport and some sign, Arabic sign, the Muslim can understand. We feel that if the halal restaurant are increased and the Muslim facilities like the mosque or educational institution are increased, so it will be a good service for the Muslims and good attraction for others to move to Hong Kong.
Until then, the efforts to truly welcome the Muslim market continue.